Yo, good day everyone. It is your boy. Apologies for the late stream again. I feel pretty bad about it. Second stream that I'm late. Let me switch to my face cam. What's good? Yeah. So, I fucking took a nap through the time I was supposed to stream yet again. So, that's tough. I hope you guys aren't mad at me. So, that's that. I will do my best not to be late in the future. It's okay, Nedlon, at least you napped. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. But yeah, anyway. Today is, of course, a feedback stream. You and your naps. Yeah. Oops. But yeah. Feedback stream time. So, a few things before we get started. Submissions are... Let me close up the submissions, actually. So, submissions will be closed in just a second. Being like... literally 2 seconds. So boom, closed, and boom, 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 closed, and last one, boom, 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 closed. Okay. So yeah, submissions are currently closed. But if you want to submit, join the Discord. Submit to #feedbackstream at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll be going over all the sentence tracks first, then all the courts, and then everyone else who submitted to the stream. Here's a new thing that we've implemented. If there's a queue of donation skips, we'll alternate between donation skips and normal submissions. So that way, the normal submissions aren't like they're not taking forever to be reviewed. We'll try to fill up about 1 hour 30 minutes to 2 hours. This is for constructive criticism purposes only, so I'm not trying to insult you in any way, only trying to help you out. And we do these streams every Wednesday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Or at least, we try to. So yeah, with that being said, let's get to the first submissions. I'm having a wall removed in my office, and the construction guys flooded the basement and almost fried my whole setup. Holy shit, dude. Is your setup okay? Jesus Christ. That's tough. I hope nothing was damaged. Except the wall, of course, but you know. Damn. Alright. Let me just open like a bunch of submissions so I don't have to like keep going back and forth between. Alright. Where are we at? Boom. 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 And boom. Alright, perfect. Okay. That being said, let's get into the submissions. Alright. So up first, we have Mr. Safi with Underdog V5. Let's go. There's like a lot of high end on that clap there. Kind of hurts a little bit. It might be, I don't know if that's a clap or not, but the quarter note thing. I like the clap.
Low-key, Mrs. Incredible's got a dump truck.
Okay, so going from having a sustain bass like that, and then just going back to like without one is a little bit awkward because your sustain bass holds power, right? So then like kind of like taking it out and then putting it back in is like a little bit weird, or putting it in and then taking it out. You know? Right, so like in this situation, what you should do is kind of like do a huge switch up to make it less noticeable that you even removed any sustain. So I would recommend, yeah, I would recommend changing that up. And also, Greg approves. This shit is still broken, by the way. It's like it still doesn't do it right. There you go. I like that sound design right there, but yeah, yet again, it's like it's kind of tough to do it the way you're doing it. I like the look at how Virtual Riot Wallmonger does it, because so he goes from that like huge sustain base, and then he'll go into this more like held back section where he like switches everything up, including like the drums and stuff. I think doing something like that would work, like kind of refer to that structure and like how he changes everything up. Whoa, oh, I like that sound design. Yeah, that's dope, dude. I like that a lot. Yeah, so I definitely recommend at least in the first half. The second half is really good, actually. I have like no complaints about that. Maybe like a little bit much high end in some places, but other than that, like it's like really good. Yeah. So definitely focus on the structuring here, and yeah. In the build-up also, I noticed that everything was cranked so loud, to the point where, listen to the clap. It kind of sounds like it has a low end, even though you probably cut it out. Like, yeah, listen to the clap. Like, especially right here, you can kind of hear some excess low end or something, and I think that's because of because you're cranking it so loud. So in the intro, especially, you don't really need to crank it this loud. All right, I would recommend just kind of turning it down a bit. But yeah. Other than that, nice little tune, dude. Very dope. Love the sound design here. I like well, it's the same bass that's up. It's really sick. So yeah, well done, man. All right. Up next, we have Mr. Japanese with chunky looking fella, in my opinion. Okay, respectfully, I see. I think that clap is a little bit loud, and it could also use some like reverb to kind of make it fit in with the rest of the atmosphere, if you will. Oh. I'm not sure about like the little fake out they had going on. I saw Greg approve also, so let me go ahead and wackily do that. There you go. So the thing about that fake out is with fake outs you tend to like want to remove low end, right? So that it kind of like feels more like juicy when the bass does hit, you know what I mean? So I would just like have one kick hit and then just like either filter the other ones out or just don't put them there at all. And then this drop will hit much harder. And I also feel like something is kind of missing. I don't know. It kind of feels like it's either like some like low mids that are missing, or it's like something else. Like something is preventing it from sounding full, which I think is which I think is a low mids thing. So what you can do to fix that is get a nice little mid bass and slap that under, and make sure you're filling up kind of like the 100 hertz ish range to like 300 hertz, something like that. That's kind of where you want to add a little bit of chunk, I think, like, despite there being, like, a little bit of a switch up, I think it does also kind of, lack a switch up here. Like, we really need, like, a synth change. Oh, fuck. Yo, Dead Rabbit, with a $5. How long do you think you'll stream? Prob's gonna finish... I need to read that again. Sorry. How long do you think you'll stream? Prob's gonna finish drop one of a Willow Tree and send it your way if I can get it done. Dude, that would be dope. Probably gonna stream until about like 6-ish. So that's like for another hour and 45 minutes, probably something like that. So, yeah. Hopefully you can get it done by then. That would be awesome. I'd love to hear it. Yeah. Gun. Thank you for the $5 donation, by the way. I forgot to say that. Thank you so much, man. Yeah, so Mr. Japan, definitely like a synth change up to make it nice and varied between the sections would really help you out here. So yeah, Mr. Japan, very nice. It was very cool. The chunky looking fella. It's got some chunk to it, but I think it could have more chunk. And I think getting a nice mid bass in there would really help. And also some more stereo, I think. Like I can tell that it's like a little bit more stereo than some of your other things that you've made, but this is I think it could still use that super wide feel, and that would make it sound really, really full. So yeah. Mr. Japan, with the chunky looking fella, very nice. Not much to say about the intro. I guess this could also use a little bit more stereo. Just make sure that if you do add more stereo, that it doesn't like sound fuller than the drop. So, yeah. Yeah, that's about all I have to say. So well done, and let's go to the next one. How was your nap? Well, thank you for asking, but it was pretty bad because I woke up in terror because I realized that I fucking slipped through my stream. So that's cool. Anyway, DM8 with Sora remix work in progress. Let's go. Sounds sick. Vocals kind of get drowned out here because of the instruments going on, so make sure you're not going over like the volume of the vocal, because like in this situation the vocal is the center piece of the song, right? So you wouldn't want to like over instrument it, if that makes sense. Now that doesn't mean that you have too many instruments going on, because I think you've got like a nice composition going on. It's just the mix needs to kind of accommodate for the vocals, so you can do that with I have the Ableton open. Yo, by the way, speaking of Ableton, I got Ableton 11. Let's go. So, that's pretty awesome. I'm liking the feature so far. Anyway, yeah, like, so, if you're familiar with my older feedback streams, we'll take this little vocal. If you have like a little chord stack or something. Do that, right? That sounds kind of weird, but it's kind of cool at the same time. Eddie, get FL. I will never use FL again. Well, probably, maybe I will, but I will never main it. What I'm trying to say, like, you know how you like main things in Overwatch? I'll probably never main anything in, or I'll probably never main FL. All right, right. So let's use this exaggerated example, right? You have a cranked up vocal. This is bothering me actually that it's not in key. There we go. Nice. Oh shit! Kyran with a 10 euros. Hey yo, finally I get to watch the stream. Keep it up. Watch Discord. Yo, bad dude. Thank you so much for the 10 euro donation. I appreciate you. And yeah, good to have you at the stream. We'll go over your track in just a moment. Let me open it up. Alright. Yeah, we'll get to yours in just a moment. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you. So yeah, like I was saying. So we find that like the peak resonant thing of the vocal. You can kind of see that these two peaks are like the loudest. So I would kind of just do this. Oh my god! Oh wait! Oh, it just now went through. Awesome. And yeah, so let me, and then so what you do is you like make a dip there, you cut it, and then put it on the saw stack. And now you can hear it better. So yeah, if you do that, but then with your instruments, then that'll really make some nice room for your vocal to sit in. Let's see, we're at this one. So let me put it here. All right. Yeah. So let's keep going. I think overall just like having the instruments just a bit quieter would just almost fix the issue, but yeah, doing that extra EQing would also just, yeah, really help. Okay, I like that chord progression. However, I was definitely expecting that to hit a lot harder. So you've got the drums right. The only thing that you kind of need to do is introduce like a fuck ton of like saw stacks. And I approve of this this progressive house thing. I've been I made a little progressive house thing not too long ago, so that's pretty cool. Bringing it back to the old days. Let me also introduce you to the Greg approves thing. Here you go. So yeah, you definitely need some saw stacks. Like overall, just it needs to sound huge. And the way like there's like so many progressive house tutorials, it's insane. So I'm sure you'll have no trouble finding any of those. Yeah, throw me. You know. The drop doesn't unleash the idea. I agree with that. Yeah. I also think the sub bass is too high on this specific note. I would just bring that down an octave. Yeah, and I think overall just like a little bit more layering on the melody thing, the lead, would really help. Did I skip your tune? Did I? Oh fuck, I might have actually. Hold on. I do apologize if I did. Hold on. Let me reassess the situation. Oh my god, I did. Greg, I'm so sorry. Holy fuck. Oh wow. Oh fuck. Oh, I'm so sorry. Thank you for calling me out on that. I'm terribly sorry. We'll get to yours in right away after this one. Oh fuck. Sorry about that one. Yeah. Professional streamer moment. Sorry. composition here is really on point, and like what you're doing is super nice. It's just definitely missing, or like it's the ideas are super solid, but the execution needs work, and that's really tough to see that. It's always tough to see someone who can like write music very well, but like the execution isn't there. But yeah, this has huge potential. It needs that huge power, you know what I mean? It's like fuck. There's like a lot of like NCS songs out there that like have this kind of like structuring that you need to it, and like a lot of the drops are that you see are like super powerful, utilize a lot of saw stacks, and so taking those and just implementing them to make your whole thing super huge is really what you need. And I can't emphasize that enough. It's like really important in this one. A white noise follow could help, yeah, but it's not gonna make the drop more powerful specifically. So yeah. Might have to show him the remix VIP. All right, you've convinced me. All right, look, I said okay. So you know, I said I made some progressive house. Let me introduce you to the. I don't mean to take the spotlight away from your track, by the way. I wouldn't want you to get that impression, but I just want to quickly show you the how like you kind of need to get your power in the track sitting right. Where is this fucking export? Is it over here? Oh, here it is. All right. So check this out. Boom. All right, so I'll just kind of get to the point, right? Yeah, like something like that. Yeah, so if you can manage to get like a saw stack that kind of packs that kind of punch, then boom, you've got it in the bag. You know what I mean? All right. 2016 vibes, exactly. All right, yeah. So yeah, dude, really solid songwriting. Definitely get that power sorted out, and really look up some. I think there's one guy named I think it's Foris. Is this what is his name? I don't know how you pronounce it, but it's Vories. He does a lot of progressive house videos, I believe. So look up some of his tutorials because they're really good, and yeah, he's got you covered. So for sure, look into that. DM8, really solid songwriting, and yeah, I definitely think this has big potential. So let's that being said, let's go to the next one. Alright, and up next we have Muaha, aka Greg, with add more low mids to your bloody sub with Silvio. Work in progress, read description. It's a collab with Silvio, let's go. Still a work in progress, need to work on this one once we have more time. Alright, sick. Let's go. And don't worry, Kyran, we'll go over yours right after this one. I just forgot to put him in the queue. I think you can use some more ambience here. Stuff like pads and field recordings. Yeah, no problem, V mate. I got you.
I'm sorry, I apologize.
Is that Cascovi? Oh. Oh my god, that's fucking nasty. Well, that's fucking sick.
I apologize.
That is fucking mental, dude. Okay, so the sub is really fucking good. Like the mix is really clean on this. The flow's really uncalled for. Yeah, dude, in the best way, dude. Yeah, this is fucking sick. You guys, this is really, really good. You absolutely nailed the drop.
I'm sorry, I apologize.
Maybe right there. Sorry, blue belt everyone. Maybe right there you could like change the vocal. I think that's Cascovi, right? So you'd have plenty of content to sample the man from.
I'm sorry, I apologize.
That's hot, dude. Okay. I do have one complaint here though, and that is the synth definitely needs changing. I was gonna like point it out here, but it was alright. But now it's like too much. So definitely make a little variation. Get the timbre to sound a little bit different. Yeah. Snare hits, but it is a bit wide. Yes, I do agree with that. Like the snare. So I think the transient of it is stereo. Yeah, it's like it's too stereo, and like if you want to have width to your snare, then it needs to be on the high end specifically. But I think it's also on like the little like pan snare kind of thing. And it's also kind of like pan to the left, the snare. So definitely get that sorted out. But yeah.
I'm sorry, I apologize.
Yeah, this is fucking nasty. And, like, really good.
I'm sorry, I apologize.
Yeah, this is fucking sick, y'all. So, well done. I would love to see this as a full track, so definitely send this into another feedback stream. I'd love to hear it. And yeah, you guys nailed it, so well done. Well done, fellas. Let's go to the next one. Alright, up next we have Kyran with Through the Dark, Ableton 11.3. Let's go.
Fall through the darkness.
Oh. Okay, so I was a few things, right? The first thing I wasn't expecting that to kind of like just drop like that. So I was a little bit confused and thrown off. So I would recommend maybe you could add one of those like reverse reverb things to kind of like sweep it in nicely. And also I was expecting the vocals to kind of like carry on and have like its own kind of like how do you put that? Like I was expecting that to be like a full full vocal, if that makes sense. Be back in a bit, gonna speedrun this drop. Bet, dude. Go for it. So like, what I mean by this, I thought those vocals would be like a full like vocal performance by someone, and then it was just kind of like one thing. So if you want to make it sound more just like a single line, then I would recommend maybe like ping pong delaying it out. So you just have this like really nice Oh, is that mode step? It is mode step. I hear it now. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I think that snare also lacks a bit of transient. And also, and this is another like big thing that I was about to point out, is this section is way too short. You should duplicate it once so you have like twice as long of a section. Oops.
Fall through the darkness.
I think here could use like a little bit more what do you call it, like snares in the build up, so you kind of have a little bit more high end going.
Fall through the dark.
I think that note was off key. It was dope though. Maybe here you could kind of put the mode step vocal like in the little section, and yeah, like I said, like adding some ping pong delay to it would really help. And like make sure it's not like when you do the ping pong delay, make sure it's not like clashing with the vocal. So what I mean by that is like you could try like automating it in if you end up doing it, and kind of like so that way like if you do have it on, it's not like overlapping with itself. I hope you get what I mean. Greg approves. There you go.
Fall through the darkness. Fall through the darkness. Fall through the darkness.
I'm also noticing you're in the build up, you're kind of like automating the width to go down, which is a good technique to make it like make the drop hit harder. But I think you're kind of like overdoing it in this situation because I noticed it. So make sure when you do it, you're not making it noticeable, and that's like the key to make it nice and like to make the effect like effective.
Fall through the dark.
Yeah, and then you kind of like bring it back in on the kick, but I would bring it back when the drop hits rather than just like the little kick hit. Yeah, drum needs more transient. Let me rephrase that. The snare needs more transient. Yeah. Wait, hold on. It kind of loses its power because like you're not like it doesn't have enough like power to kind of keep it going, and so like you have like a nice little like arpeggio lead thing going on, but then it doesn't like follow up because then you're bringing in the like neuro bass, which it sounds cool. However, yeah, like it goes on for like long enough to the point where like it definitely loses its power. Yeah, now it doesn't really feel like a drop anymore. It just kind of feels like a breakdown, and I'm not sure if that's intentional, but if it is, then good job. But I think in this situation, the drop isn't long enough, and it's like it feels kind of weird with like it just kind of like coming into this thing. Okay, so I mean this track has potential. It sounds really cool. However,
Fall through the dark.
yeah, so right there it loses its power because the drop isn't like long enough. So definitely like you could probably just duplicate it over, to be honest, and just make like a minor variation, and yeah, boom, you got like a different kind of thing for it, you know. Yeah. I think there might be an off-key thing there. I kind of forgave it because it's like kind of sounds like a glitch, so it's like all right, but yeah, I think also it's kind of missing some hi-hats. I think they're there, but you need kind of like some crashes kind of going on every beat, and so yeah, just some like louder hi-hats, and I think that would really help you. But yeah, it's a cool track for sure. Yeah, make sure to fix that off-key note. But yeah, man, Kyran, this is dope. Definitely keep working on it, and it's a really cool idea, and it sounds really cool, and I like the vibe of it. So, well done, man. And let's go to the next one. All right, up next we have "Mist of Dreams" work in progress by Mr. Ganymede. He says, "I already submitted this last week, but I made the other half of the song. Also turn up the volume a bit." All right, bet. Oh, I remember this. I don't know about that sidechain. It's like, I think I commented on this last time as well, but it's too short, and like it sounds too like natural, as in like too acoustic for it to have sidechain. You know what I mean? Sure to listen to it all the way to the that's a bet. In this situation, I would just remove it because the drums sound so acoustic. Like, I don't think you need sidechain, to be honest. Banned for F-word. Oh no. That's dope, dude. My god, that was sick. Holy fuck. You know what would like absolutely like fucking destroy me if I heard this again? Like if there was like a reverb, like a really cheeky like reverb like fucking singing vocal, and then like you just slap that in, that would be just like and like it's already so good, man. This is sick. Like the groove and like the sound design and like the way you've kind of like like compiler these sounds is really dope, man. I think something you could benefit from is a little bit more stereo field. Right now it's not like mono, but it's like it could use more width to make it sound nice and full. And that's, yeah. Yeah, again, no sidechain needed here. Jazzy chord. I think you should replace that snare with like a little bit of a deeper one in the situation, because like you kind of went from like a bit more of a lighthearted feel in a way. Well, not really, but like a little bit less heavy. So like now going like, okay, you're stepping shit up. So I think with these basses kind of being the main focus, it would help to have like a more like a lower pitch snare. Yeah, this is dope, dude. Alright, I'm scared. I'm gonna turn my volume down. I'm scared.
Got him!
You've had the idea for months now. You've told your friends about it. Your mom, your mom's mom, your yoga instructor. You've worked out.
And I got Yo Mama by the fucking ad, dude. Wow. Wow. How the chat turns against me. Wow. Can't believe it. Wow, Miles. Way to rub it in. Oh my god. Wow. I've been had, man. I've been had. You know. Greg disapproves, the first disapproval? Wait. Oh my god. Wow. I can't believe this happened. My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined. Next track.
Let's go.
I think the sidechain is a little bit weird. It sounds like it's kind of like doing a shape like this. Hold on. Let me so it sounds like it's kind of going like this or something, and then this is max volume. It's like going up, then back down, and then up or something. It's a little bit weird. The shape is kind of funky. Make sure you're kind of like getting the curve just right. The panning and the kind of like the stereo imaging on the main donk thing is also kind of weird. It's also kind of quiet. Yeah, I agree. I think last time I commented on it, it was because of the limiter on there. Yeah, the stereo is kind of weird because it has like a mid presence, but then it's also like off to the back left of my headphones, so it's like, yeah, it's weird. You gotta kind of like, I don't know if you use FL or not. I've probably asked this like 3 times already. So sorry. But like yeah, if you're using Ableton, literally just like turn down the width here with the utility. Put it to, I guess, like 50% or something, and then like pan it to the right just a little bit, and then get like a dimension expander or like whatever stereo imaging you use, get it nice and wide, and that way you've re-enabled the stereo field. You know what I mean? You've kind of like redone the stereo, and that way it's not super trippy anymore. So try something like that out. All right. Oh. The scene was still on. My bad. Yeah, so I would just draw in, like for the sidechain, I would just make a curve, like just like go in FL or Ableton or whatever you use, and just, where's my mouse? Here it is. And just kind of like draw in a curve and just do it yourself, like something like this. But not like with this sharp of an angle. It'd be more like that. But yeah, you get the idea. Like something like that to make it like not as weird and wacky as it currently is. So definitely fix the sidechain. I think the sub could be a tad bit quieter, like 1 dB or like 2 dBs, something like that. Right now, it's like, I think it might be causing issues with how crowded it sounds. So definitely make sure you're not like overdoing the sub. Dig the clap? Yeah, it's a dope clap.
Let's go.
Yeah, definitely. Like, yeah, the sub is definitely just a bit too loud. I think I said to crank it like earlier, and then, like on the first time you sent it in, I think I said to crank it, and then like now I'm telling you to turn it down. But yeah, definitely turn it down just a smidge. I love this groove though. Look, sorry. Oh, you're here. Good day. Oh, Gregor Poops. Missed that one. I think that like automation with what I think is a frequency shifter is like a little bit. Oh shit! Yo, Marco Rottensteiner with the 10 euros. Let's go. I love you. Thank you. Link is sent in my Discord. My name is okay. Sick. I will get to yours in just a moment's notice. Let me open that up. Thank you so much for the 10 euro donation, man. I appreciate that. All right. Yeah, I got yours. Awesome. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. All right. Let's see where we're at. Okay. So yeah, feedback, boom. I think the automation that you're kind of doing is like just becoming a little bit like redundant because you kind of have the same like frequency shifter going from up or from down to up, and then kind of like going back down or whatever. So definitely be careful with overusing that. I would really recommend just like redrawing a new automation pattern for this drop specifically. Excuse me. But yeah, Mr. Joseph, Mr. Basif, this is dope. Definitely, yeah, like the stereo kind of needs work. I think the groove is definitely there. It's really sick. Sub could be like, I think what you could benefit a lot from having a little bit less or leaving some headroom. So like mixing at, I don't know, let's say negative 2 dBs or something like that, and then bringing it up later so that you have like some room for your mix to breathe. That would really help, I think. But I think just overall turning down the sub is a good idea. But yeah, track has the groove, just needs the execution points. So yeah, Basif, nice track. And let's go to the next one. All right, up next we have Sick Boys with Retep Master. Let's go. I can't quite understand what that vocal is saying, so I consider kind of changing it up or like editing it such that you can understand it. And I think that has to do with like how you like pitched it around or like did like a vocal doubling kind of thing. And also right here you're going triplets against eighth notes. Right here. So make sure you kind of like pick one and stick with it rather than kind of like switching between the two.
I am evil.
It's kind of missing some I don't know exactly what it's missing, but it doesn't have that like clarity to it. I think it might be missing some low mids, but you also have like a reverb somewhere that's causing like a low mids to kind of come through, but not in like a good way. Yeah, it does indeed sound pretty mono, Mr. Rocketbox. I agree. And yeah, the clap is also missing a hind. I do agree, Minty. Yeah, overall it just kind of feels a little bit like weirdly like crowded or something, and I think that's due to reverbs. I don't know if you have reverbs on there, but if you do, then I would definitely recommend taking those off and kind of like going from there. Oh, you didn't get a response from Will yet? Dang. Well, hopefully soon. Good luck on that, Mr. Fuck. Good luck on that. It definitely needs the bass switch up here. Yeah, it definitely needs to sound a little bit different here. So try to go in like whatever like bass patch you're using for this, and then like switching it up and making it sound nice and different so that you kind of get some variations. Yeah, there's kind of just like an abundance of like just constant like low end rumble from something, and I can't tell what it is, which is kind of frustrating. But so yeah, like if you have a reverb somewhere, make sure you're like changing the EQ settings to look like this. You know, like going in and changing it to this kind of like that. Rather than this, because this will leave all the low end in, and this will not. So try to do something like this, and then that'll help with making your reverb nice and like nice and clean. You don't really want any low mids out of that. Yeah. And let us go back to the feedback. I am I think it's also just like an abundance of background elements, which are cool, but the issue is they're not like they're like in the background, right? So like I think that I don't know, it's kind of hard to pinpoint, but yeah, there's definitely some muddiness going on, and definitely make sure you're EQing that properly so that the only real thing that's like in the low mids area is like all intentional and from and not like from like reverb tails and stuff like that. I think that little triplet thing is also like kind of being overused. So like I'm getting like the fatigue is setting in. So but definitely make sure you're doing like a lot of variations to your sounds, and that way you'll keep it like really unique and fresh to listen to every time. You know what I mean? So yeah, sick boys. This is dope. Like it's definitely like a good track. It just there's like a lot of like really small issues that are just kind of like piling up, and it makes it so that's like not quite there, right? But yeah, like the groove is there. I think you've got the sound design. You definitely need a bit of switch up, in my opinion, with like all the synths, really. The reverb is on a return sidechained. That would probably do it, yeah. If you have a reverb just like on the send or whatever, like if you have like a reverb on everything, I wouldn't recommend doing that. Like you kind of have to be careful and like pick and choose exactly where you want reverbs, and make sure that you're not putting any reverb on like low end heavy elements, you know what I mean? So yeah. Sick boys, dope track, and let's go to the next one. Alright, up next we have Mr. Boxster with Lose Control, work in progress. Let's go.
But now I lose control, like lose control, like lose control, lose control, like lose control.
Music tech, let's go.
Lost a part of me, but now I lose control.
Hey, that's it. That's the debug bass. Oh, dude, the groove is on point for this one. Oh, we got blue balled. Yo, dude, Box, this is sick. So definitely, I would process the basses, the little samples that you've got from the debug sample pack, because you wouldn't want them to be like recognized. You definitely want to make them your own, right? I appreciate them, like you using them though. That's awesome. That was a pleasant surprise. Also, I think this little bass that's playing right now is like sitting in the high end too much. This one. So try to kind of add some processing to kind of get it to sit a little bit lower, or at least kind of tame the high end. I'm also noticing like kind of like a lack of low mids. So yeah, try to kind of introduce some like maybe like a mid bass could be cool. Yeah. Composition is on point though. And I want to hear this drop. I want to hear this drop. Definitely send it to me like after the stream or something if you have it finished, or send it into the next feedback stream. It would be very welcome. But yeah, dude, very cool. I'm a fan. So well done. I don't know how to fix my mids. Okay, I got you, dude. Don't even worry about it. All right, okay, check this out. Check this out. This is how you fix your mids. All right, so you got a serum, or you know your synth of choosing. All right, and then what you do is you get like a monster wave table, right? One of these like sine wavy ones ideally, right? So if you play it, sounds like that. Crank it a little bit. You distort the shit out of it, or not that much. You don't want that like fart bass to it. You kind of want it to be like tamed, so something like that, and then maybe like. You kind of want it to sound like, kind of like that, you know, kind of gritty. Try to get something like that, and use like, you just mess with like monster wave tables, and then when you layer this with your sub, of course you would want to cut out the low end from this, kind of like at like 100-ish hertz, something like that, and that way you're leaving room for your sub, but you're also filling in this kind of space here. And that's like the purpose of a mid bass. And now you can EQ it to your liking to get it to fit with like other basses. So if you have like a bass sitting like here, like you know the fundamentals here, then you'd kind of like make it dip here, or like lower the high end. It's up to you. You know, you do what you want. So try doing something like that, and you know you can add extra processing, add a little fat rack or something if you wanted to. You got a nice mid bass. So try that out for sure. Feedback. Yo, I'm glad that helped you guys. That's pretty awesome. But yeah, fellas, this is a dope track, Mr. Boxman. So well done, man. And let's go to the next one. And that I believe that concludes the member queue. So let's go to the next queue, being the feedback queue. Where do we start here? Where's it at? We are here. Okay. We do this, and then we'll just open a bunch of these. Okay. All right. Boom. And then go here. Be good. All right. All right, sick. Up next, we have Mr. Zero Day with Fever Dream VIP V9. Read description. I can't scroll down, but it says, hopefully this is worthy of the banger button. Well, we shall see. Let's go. That clap is a bit loud.
VIP.
Oh yeah. That's so dope, man.
0 day.
Oh.
0 day.
What the fuck? Man. What is this? I'm scared. Oh, I get it. That like leads into the next section. Okay, I see. Definitely for this part, I would kind of bring this in sooner because I was a little bit confused. But yeah, this is really good, to say the least.
VIP.
Like, oh my god, bro! The way that sits in the low mids is so sick, man. I am like a very big fan of that. So, man, well done, dude. If you finish this, send this to me because I would love to. I would love to DJ this at some point. This is fucking dope. Yeah, that's so fucking good.
0 day.
I think here it could probably use like a sustain bass or something kind of in the high end to make it feel like it's progressing a bit more. Because right now we're like in this section we're sitting in like heavily in the low mids, and so kind of bringing in some high end would be a really cool like contrast between these two sections. So consider that for sure. So yeah, man, this is fucking crazy good. Yeah, love this, man. Really good. Really good work, and I don't really have much to say. I think in the intro, I'm gonna just like nitpick so you at least have some feedback. So that clap is really loud compared to everything else. So I would just kind of bring up the chiptune elements that you have. Maybe you could also use a little like arpeggio that kind of like pans left to right, so you're kind of introducing the stereo field, or just like something to introduce stereo. Which is good. But yeah, very dope, man. And yeah, let's go to the next one. Not much to say about it. Really well done. What the fuck is this picture? Up next we have Mr. Spacey with Nettie. Let's go. This picture is very accurate to one, how I feel, and two, how I interpret this song. So, good job, man. What are these sounds? How do you make this? Okay, so one little thing is I would love some more stereo here. I do agree with you there. That would really help here. And also there's a lot of like really high end that you could kind of tame a little bit. And I think that little like tensiony shrink thing that you have in the background could be like I would love to hear this like without that. I want to kind of see what that sounds like. Because I think it would be really dope to have it just fully dry and with like huge like gaps between like each bass. I think in that gap right there, like that one, it could also use like a bit more like beefing up and kind of adding stuff like saturators or something to make it nice and thick. I feel like it kind of loses some of its power here. I think you kind of need like some kind of severe or like some kind of like what do you call that? Like a complete like switch up of synths right here to make it feel super like switch uppy. And maybe you could like make some kind of like weird like vomit step thing here or something. That'd be pretty cool. But hey, it's up to you. But yeah. Have a counterflow? That could be dope. Yeah, like a quarter note yoink or something. I think here the little tension string in the background works, but it definitely it needs like the switch up needs to be very very prominent here to really keep up the power. So yeah, try that. I feel like some songwriting in these gaps would be dope. I really want to hear like a different drop, because this is like a kind of like a copy paste thing, you know. I think it might be a little bit different, but yeah. Yeah, dude, like having a different second drop, I think is like really crucial for making this sound like really different, or yeah, it's like kind of crucial to get the point across of the song. You know what I mean? I think. I'm not sure if like having a copy pasty kind of like Leo Tricks type thing, where he'll just like take the whole section and just duplicate it and call it a day. I don't think that approach quite works for this one. And I think that's mainly because you have like a pretty big switch up between these two drops, or like I can't pinpoint it, but basically try going for like a different like second drop compared to your first drop. I think would be dope. But yeah, Spacey, this picture is perfect. Never change it. This is really good. I love the idea of the track. It's really cool. Definitely like a really solid track. So yeah. That being said, let's go to the next one. Very nice, Spacey. All right, up next we have Hyena with Work in Progress. Back to Hyena step. All right, dude. Go. Mining for netherite, dude. Let's go. Good luck. The snare is a little bit weird here. So that clap is like too quiet, and I think it should be kind of like stereo, considering how like kind of like dirty it sounds, as in like kind of loose, like crowd clap type thing. You missed my. Did I miss yours? Wait, hold on. Did I miss yours? No, I don't think I did. I did not miss yours. Oh shit! Yo! In case! Nutty! Yo, what is good, dude? How you doing? With the $10, let's go. Thank you so much, bro. I appreciate that. Thank you, man. Yo, $10, dude. Yeah, thank you. check your DMs. But dude, shoot me your track. I will be patiently awaiting your track. For now, let's keep listening. Thank you, dude. Appreciate you. Greatest track ever coming in. Ooh. Alright, bro. That sidechain is hitting early, so it's hitting before the kick is actually, like, you know, hitting it. I would also recommend like reducing the sidechain here, or just like I would just not even have that much of it. Considering there's not really that much low end to like you don't the reason like you sidechain, right, is because when you have a kick and a sub, they tend to clash unless you sidechain it, right? So what you do in that situation is you sidechain to avoid that. However, in this situation, since the kick doesn't really have that much low end, and there's already not that much low end in the build-up, you can easily get away with just removing any sidechain that exists. You know what I mean? Alright, I got yours. Mr. In case Chad man. Alright. Sick, thanks, dude. Yeah. So I would reduce the sidechain there. Okay, so the sound design is sick, but the drums are kind of weird. Like the kick is like has like a really strange transient to it. It almost sounds like it's kind of like being stretched out. And the clap is also like the drums are just overall kind of quiet as well. It also sounds like the sub is really quiet, especially in this part. Sound design is dope here. I like it. I think it does definitely need some stereo to make it sound like really full. But yeah. Hello? Yeah. I mean it's dope, but I think the mix definitely has issues. Like, yeah, this is sick, but it really, yeah, the drums need to be like improved a little bit. I can't think of any like reference tracks that you could look at to like for drums, but I'm sure they exist. Yeah, just kind of like they need to be like some I wouldn't say like barely alive type drums, like a little bit toned down from that point, but like something like that would really help. Those kinds of like rhythm drums. Yeah. Yeah, definitely a bit of a weird kick, but that's about it, man. And the sound design is dope. I like what you're doing with the groove and stuff. Yeah. And that being said, let's go to the next one. I don't really have much to say about it other than that. Yeah, the whole thing is just really mono. Like, yeah, there's not really any point specifically where there's like any painting really going on. So definitely fix that. But yeah, that being said, let us go to the next one. Very nice track, Hyena. All right, and up next we have Incase with the greatest future rhythm you've ever heard. I am terrified of this waveform. Let's go. There's some weird low end going on there. Oh, it's insane, you say. I'm scared.
I said stop!
vibing with this. This is really good. Why? Ow. I just gave everyone stage 3 tinnitus, if that even exists. Ah! Stop! Why? Not the high end, dude. What? Hey, that's my that's my bass loop.
Fart eater.
Oh, let's go, dude. Oh, yo, Dead Rabbit with a $10. Sent it to you. Just gotta change the link quick. Let's go. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate the $10. All right. We'll get to, so we're gonna do one normal Q track, and then we'll get to yours. The link is broken. But dude, thank you so much for the $10 donation. There it is. It is fixed now. Yeah, we'll do one normal Q track, and then we'll get to yours. So yeah, let's go. Is that fucking X? And a reverse almond break. This is great. So, one thing you could do here, and this is gonna up your sound design game tenfold. No, 10,000-fold. All right. What you do is, hold on. Let me get a little. Let me see if. Okay. Yeah. I'm good. I'm good to do this. All right. So let's say you've got a little almond fill. All right. This is what all the pros do to get their almond breaks working nicely. So what you do is, since you use Ableton, this is going to work perfectly fine for you. I guess this works for any DAW. And what you do is you take the pitch knob and you put it all the way down. And so you get this really nice rumbly low-endy sound. And you really want to emphasize this low end here. So what you do is you go like this. And you kind of like go like that. And as you can see, it's really good. So then at this point, you of course octagon. It's kind of standard procedure at this point. You already know this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And now you've got a nice little texture going on. And you repeat the process. And then you kind of keep going. And you duplicate it one more time, and then. So, as you can see, creates a really nice sound. And at this point, you could kind of EQ it, you know, to your liking. And yeah, this is what all the pros do in order to get a really nice texture going on. So I definitely recommend doing this to all of your tracks where you have almond breaks.
Hey, what's up? Ready? You're listening to Embrace Future.
We're going into the next section, so I'm going to turn this down. Nope, we're still going.
Eddie,
That's me.
you wanna hear me fart? Oh.
Why does my meat lover skillet taste like...
Fair and based. Did you put a resonator on it, dude?
future rhythm, 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 future rhythm. Hit the vape. Oh yeah. Hey, in case on the beat with the future rhythm.
Oh, here we go. It's a banger.
So long, Bowser.
Mario, let's go.
Cause some came in the mail today. These nuts. Got him! Got him!
You've been coconut mold. I got him.
Stinky.
All right, next track. Like, this is really good, and things. Hey, Greg approves. Greg approves. Here we go. This can't go under the radar. This needs to be signed to Full Flex Disciple. The virtual riot needs to play this on in a live set. I like this intro. This is dope. Ooh. This is dope. Dude, this is sick. Like, this is like actually good. I think some like the notes go a little too fast sometimes, but this vibe is super unique, and I love what you're doing with like the track. This is really dope. Like, this is solid. I don't have any complaints really, except that the things go too fast. But like other than that, I like it a lot. It's really dope. Maybe some sidechain here would be dope. It doesn't like need it though, but yeah. Really got some bangers today. Yeah, dude. I really do. Loaded with bangers today. It was dope. Kind of like something like some extra kind of like layers, not necessarily to like not like melody kind of stuff, but like some like growly stuff would really help. Like this is like super like I think just some sound design like ear candy would be super dope here, and that would really take this to the next level. Like this is already really good, and like I don't like to make it sound like super next level and like high sound design level. That I think it does need some extra bloopy kind of like you know, sound design elements. Just kind of like putting them in like here and there would really just solve make this sound like there's no like issue with it or something, but it like it would just make this sound super professional. At this point, like I think the kind of like the mids kind of like pile up a little bit, so like kind of like where the main like plucky thing kind of sits, there's like too many elements in that same ish range, which kind of like includes like the vocal, and then you also have like the little like whistling melody, which is like I think it might be a bit much. Like I think if you wanted to have that, you'd have to kind of make it like reverb it out and make it like really wet so that it sits in the background, like something like that. Yeah, dude, I like this. This is dope, and yeah, like just a solid vibe, man. Like, just I like it, and I think just overall, yeah, like some more sound design ear candy, like reference like Leo Tricks, this kind of stuff. Specifically, I'm thinking of Begin New off of his new EP. That song has like a really good combination of like melody stuff, and then also like in the background, if you listen closely, there's like a lot of like sound designy stuff happening, and I think introducing that kind of stuff would make this sound really professional. So yeah, that being said, Kutol, love this track. You're killing it, and let's go to the next one. All right, up next we have Dead Rabbit with The Willow Tree, work in progress 2. Let's go. No problem, I got you. Yo, Hunto, what's good? 69 out of 10? Yeah, dude. Sounds dope. Maybe a little quiet, but yeah.
It's like heaven
This is dope.
She holds away all his fears. She keeps him close, not my dear. And every time his heart beats faster, faster. She said meet me by the willow tree, but its branches carried him to sea. She said, meet me, meet me. She said meet me by the
All right, here we go. Okay, so a few things, right? So I wasn't expecting that drop, which is kind of cool, but I think also just a little bit of like heads up of the direction this was going would really help. So that being said, I would kind of try to introduce like a little bit of like the evil kind of elements. You know what I mean? So this sounds like I would consider this to sound like kind of evil in a way, right? Like for lack of a better term. So try to kind of like make it sound a little bit more dissonant here. And like not like all the way, but like just kind of some tensiony elements, as in like maybe you could do the classic like high-end thing where you go like this, like you get a little serum. You just play like two notes that are right next to each other, like this. Why can't you hear it? Like that. You just kind of play that on top. I'm doing that at, like in case you're not too sure, like I'm playing these two notes, like that is my face cam and not my screen. Playing like two notes like a semitone apart, and that creates like a nice little tension effect. So doing something like that would be dope, and that way you got like some more tension going on, you know what I mean? Also, the kick I thought was weird because it doesn't have that much high end, and it also sounds kind of trappy. And then the snare doesn't have sidechain, so make sure to bring those in. I think the snare is also like a tad bit too loud. Alright, see you later, Captain Buttcheeks. What a wonderful name. I think here it loses a lot of power because of how like short and like unprocessed the little dun 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 thing is. So definitely add some layers or process it or something to make it like a little bit more huge sounding. I like this sustain though. This is really dope. Maybe some like a mid bass. We went over this on Boxer's track, so rewind the stream if you haven't seen it already, and then kind of take a look at how you'd go about making one of those. Because the second half is far from finished. Okay, right. You were finishing it up. I remember now. So yeah, makes sense. Yeah, it definitely sounds a bit unfinished with like the way it's like structured, but I'm sure you'll get that figured out. I really like that sustained bass. Definitely keep that in, and keep it like if you're gonna make any variations to it, definitely make sure it stays like in key, because that's one of the qualities that I personally like about it. Of course, if you like wanted to change that up, then, you know. But I like it because it's like the root note is like and then you're putting the note on like which is like a fifth. So yeah, it sounds really cool. But yeah, Dead Rabbit, this is dope. Definitely get the second half sorted out. But yeah, I'm sure he'll do great on that. This intro, not to mention, is really dope. Maybe like a bit more progression. I feel like could work, because like it like does take a while to kind of like start up and like get going. I think there's one note in this chord. Hold on. So the note is out of key. I would bring that up or down a semitone so that it's in key. It's in Dorian. I mean, I don't know, I don't know specifically how that's structured, so I couldn't like help you in that manner. But yeah, it sounds a little bit weird. It might be in key, but it definitely feels weird. Like I don't know like the specifics of any like Dorian key for example, but I would definitely recommend take the C major scale and start from D. Okay, I see how that works. But yeah, it still doesn't sound quite right. So I mean, like I can let me like take a second to phrase this properly. Hold on. So like you can say yes, like it is theoretically speaking in Dorian in that case. However, you are in kind of like a poppy kind of key, you know? So I would just go with what feels right rather than what you know is right. You know what I mean? It's the same thing with like saturating the master for like a tear out song or something, because that'll create like a nice crunch. However, like that's not like a correct thing to do or something. You know what I mean? But yeah. So in this case, I would recommend kind of yeah, just kind of be careful with those notes. But yeah. Anyway, Dead Rabbit. This is a dope song. The ideas are definitely there, and I think it's sick. But yeah, that's about all I have to say. So yeah, definitely keep working on it. Love to hear the second half of the song. So yeah, definitely keep me updated. And let's go to the next track. All right, up next we have my song Figment, Kyran remix. Let's go. I think some more ambient elements could be dope here. Kind of filtering them in here, but maybe like an arpeggio or like something kind of like melodic in the like mid-range would be dope here. So you don't necessarily have to like bring in like any melody or like something, but just kind of something to fill in that space would be dope here. I like these drums though. So I definitely feel like this needs more like beefing up. The idea is cool behind this, but I definitely think that like it doesn't quite pack enough of a punch. Yeah, drop needs to hit harder. I agree. And I also think you have like some stereo sub going on. So definitely try to fix that. It's like kind of weird. How that's put together. So the thing here, I'm just gonna like explain why stereo subs are bad. Some of you guys might already know this, but I'll just say it anyway. So when you have a stereo sub, right, oftentimes what happens is if you play this on like a big clubs like system, the main signal from the sub needs to hit super hard. So having a mono signal will do that because it's coming from both speakers and it's the exact same signal, right? If you're if you've got like a phasing issue with your sub and it's stereo, then those signals are gonna clash and they're not gonna just like shine through as well. And just in general, like it's just not like a great idea. Stereo sub is the future. Reverb on the 808. Hey, I mean, I'm just saying, if you played it live, it wouldn't sound great. So definitely keep your subs mono if possible. And there's also just like a lot of low mids going on. Yeah, definitely needs some more ambient elements here, I think. Kind of just in the high end. Yeah, it's definitely kind of like it goes on for a bit too long, I think. I think, yeah, and like the drop definitely just didn't hit too hard because of like, I think it might have to do with having your high end sit a bit louder, and also, or like, I think you just kind of need overall some more layers. So you can do that with like percussion stuff. Yeah, like I don't know. It's kind of hard to describe. It just needs more like beefing up just of the sound using saturators and fat racks and stuff like that. I don't know. It's hard to comment on it because I think that's pretty much like the only thing that's like an issue. And like the drums fit well with like the impact of the drop. However, if you were to beef it up, do make sure that you kind of like take the drums and make them a little bit more chunky as well, so that way you're not like purely relying on the or yeah, like just make sure your drums are sitting nicely. You know what I mean? I feel like this could work if it was like the overall vibe was a little bit less energetic and more like ambient. But that's not really the case since like you know, everything kind of goes pretty fast, and like especially with the drums. I like what you did with the melody there. That's pretty cool. But yeah, Kyran. Just yeah, overall, I wish it hit a little bit harder. But yeah, I mean, overall, like the yeah, that's like my only really complaint. I guess the also the stereo sub was a bit of an issue. But yeah, that's just about all I have to say for yours. So yeah, well done. I think the vibe is definitely there. Yeah, that's it. So yeah, I'm gonna do 5 more tracks because I want to hear Miles' track, and I see that's like 5th next, and also Mr. Android's. Because you guys have been waiting for a while, I want to hear yours. So, all right. So 5 more, including this one. Mr. Primal writes with Mind State V3. Let's go.
Inside your head.
Oh. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. Yeah, that caught me so off guard in the best way possible. Like, this is like how I define lo-fi rhythm, and you fucking nailed it, man. This is dope. So I will say, I was kind of expecting this to switch up a little bit here, right? So, Greg approves. Let me get that sorted for you. Here you go. Greg approves. However, yeah, definitely change up these synths a little bit here, so that you get like a different, maybe like a different flow and like a different yeah, it's like synth selection would really help. Shout out Hugh K. This is inspired by him, dude. If this is inspired by Hugh K, then I want to hear more of Hugh K's music, because this is sick.
Really feel bits of our brain actually where things exist. So there's memory in the back, and then thinking in the centre, and imagination at the front. There's no proof of this, but this idea is repeated for over 1,000 years. People believe this. I'm absolutely convinced.
So when I say like synth switch up, right? I mean, like, you have like this like 1-2 kind of thing where you have like the da hey hey thing, right? With like the two pads, I think it is. If I think switching those two up and creating, right, it is a little bit repetitive. Yeah, that's kind of the word I'm trying to look for. It gets like a bit repetitive, right? But yeah, I mean, I think you'll get that solved. Like just some synth switch ups, the flow switch ups as well. Just overall, like stepping away from the like 1-2 pad thing would just solve the issue. So yeah. Sound design is just awesome though. Really good. Groove is like really on point. Oh, here we go. Come on, almost there. That like fake out was super sick. Wait, hold on. That was sick. I wish you would have like stuck with that and like made that make that the focus of this drop. That would be so sick. That'd be so sick. I love that. Like it was like super like dry, and like the way the volume cut out was sick. Almost there, dude. I love that little like synth like that like fades in and then like right back out. Yeah, dude. I don't have any like criticisms or like complaints about the mixdown, because it's solid in my opinion. The idea is like definitely there. The vibes, like I don't know how you come up with this shit, because this is dope. Thanks, man. I definitely want to drop this at some point. I'm glad you're like, yeah, dude, for sure drop it. This is really good. Yeah, the initial impact of it just blew me away, and I think you definitely nailed that that part. And now the only part left to do is really make sure you keep everything interesting. Like you really need like a switch up of like everything at least every like 16 bars. If you do it on like the 8 bars, then it's like even more interesting. But yeah, like a major switch up, kind of like introduce a new idea entirely, and you'll be golden. So yeah, Mr. Primal writes, "This is fucking sick, man," and I look forward to hearing more from you. Here, let me here we go. I got you. This is dope, man. Yeah, well done. Let's go to the next one. Alright, up next we have Cry Out with Trampa, Your Love. Cry Out remix. Let's go. Fuck. W, yeah. I think you could use some more like pads here, or like field recordings. Okay, here we go. High in there. Okay, so that snare definitely needs to be a, or that like clap, kick clap thing, definitely needs to be like a tear out snare. Look at like Murata Bathery. I'm sure you're familiar. That one has a great example of like the kind of snare you should be looking for, or maybe like Future Stomp from Murata as well. That kind of snare would really help like give it the punch it needs. We've also got like an overabundance of high end, so definitely turn that down. And also when you're spamming that the little like main bass thing, the like percussion-y bass synth thing, you've got like this this like, let's imagine this is the waveform, right? Like this. You've kind of got this like this thing, and if you're spamming it like this fast, for example, like let's say you do like that, this waveform is only like this long, so if you try to fit it in a space like this, you're gonna cut it off like here, which leaves only like this much space from the whole thing, and you really want it to like sit nicely. So what you can do, bottom line is, right? Let me go to Ableton here to kind of show you this. If you use Ableton, you can use the warp nodes. So let's grab like a percussion thing. Just imagine this is like your bass for a second, right? Let's just imagine this is your bass right here. So if you wanted to spam it like that, like you know, like let's just do this. Who cares? Like that. Perfect, right? You're not really letting it get to like a lower volume, so you would kind of want to either like fade it out like this, make it like nice and tight, or what you can do is, if you use Ableton, you can just do this. You can cut it up. You can like warp it and put it on like Complex Pro or something, and then do this. Now that sounds very bad because I did it wrong. You gotta kind of like cut it like where the waveform-ish ends, and then like that, and then that, like, it's nice and tight. But if I were you, I would kind of like fade it in this situation, but like because it sounded better. But yeah, it just sounds a little bit better. I would kind of like make it so that your thing hits 0 volume at some points, rather than it just kind of like spams over and over again. So I would record it to audio and then kind of go from there. Yeah. All right. By the way, if you produce on like a low like volume, you might be subject to leaving too much high end in your tracks. So I like found out that apparently. from like a tweet, like someone posted that. I don't know if that's like an actual thing, but if you like produce at like really low volumes, I guess it's like easy to overload the high end. You know what I mean? Doesn't sound like the kick is the same one being layered with the clap. Yeah, it doesn't sound like it. The kick that you have just on its own is good. However, the kick clap is more like designed for like a rhythm track, right? So you really need like a hard snare. All right, peace out, Plasma. I think also just like a synth switch up here, or like a sustain bass, or like just extra layers. Actually, all of those things would really help with keeping this interesting. Yeah, like the thing that you have with like the little like bass, and then like it kind of like reverbing back into itself is pretty cool. But I definitely think it needs like a mid bass here, and then also maybe like a sustain or just something to kind of like keep it really like fresh. Oh, Nasco mentioned that? I did not know that. I guess that kind of confirms it. Also, like, the whole drop felt pretty mono to me. Got to mention that. So definitely bring in some stereo. Yeah, it definitely needs a different bass here as well, like a different percussion-y thing, because you're kind of like reusing it, but it's like it sounds too. It's like the same thing. So like I know the flow is different, which is like you're doing a good job switching up the flow at least, but it really needs like a different sound altogether to keep it interesting. That was also just like too loud. I don't know if I said that yet, but. Yeah, cry out. I think overall you've got like the like you've got the sound design, like it's like almost there, right? You gotta pay more attention to your high ends for sure. Definitely be careful of like volumes going too loud, and be careful of like over repetition, because that's definitely those things are all kind of happening here. Yeah, definitely bring in like a sustain of sorts, and like make sure to really switch up your synths, like definitely like make it super like different from what you've got from the whole track so far, regarding the synth switch up. And yeah, I like the intro and like the midsections. They're good. The kick is good. Not quite layered with the trap, or with the one layered with the clap is like different, and like I'm not a fan of that one, but yeah. That's about all I have to say for you. So good luck on the contest. I don't know if it ended yet, but if it did, then well, but yeah, if it didn't, good luck. And that being said, let's go to the next one. All right, up next we have Destiny with Destiny 0 Rhythm Melodic Funny Music. All right, let's go. 560 remixes? Oh my god. Jesus. I'm not sure I'm a fan of like the rumbly kind of ambience that you've got going on. I would kind of keep it more in like the high end. I would EQ out the low end from it. Sorry, blue ball. I'm a big fan of that, like that initial resonant thing. That's like really sick. I'm always a fan of resonant sounds. I think in this case I would kind of control them a little bit because they do sound a little bit over the top. Definitely kind of like EQ them accordingly to make them a little bit less harsh kind of on the ears, and also like to make them distort a bit less with like extra saturation that you've got going on. It also kind of sounds like you have like some kind of like yoinks in the background. I wish you would kind of bring them forward a little bit and kind of bring everything down a bit so that like those yoinks are like a little bit more in the foreground and then the rest is a little bit quieter, and that way you have a cleaner mix a little bit. Greg approves, in fact. Let me go ahead and yeah. So definitely kind of control your loudness a bit because it is a little bit loud. And yeah, be careful of high end a little bit. There's also like a smidge too much high end. I like this old mid section. This is dope. Peace out, Greg. Thanks for hanging. Alright, we definitely need a switch up of the main quarter note. What do you call that? Like melodic rhythm color based thing, right? Definitely change that up and make it like a bit more like change the timbre of it so that it's like different and we're not listening to the same thing over and over. Especially here, like now it's really getting like repetitive. You really need to like if you have like say you're like, okay, we're gonna do this, right? Resonator. This is probably not gonna turn out too well, but just for proof of concept, right? All right, let's do this. So you're in D, and that's 3 and 7. Let's do this. Nice and out of tune. So you've got something like this, right? You've got a little resonator or something. I doubt it's an actual resonator, but like, yeah. Just like instead of having it like played like this the whole time, definitely like just do something to it so that's like different. Maybe like add a, I don't know, like a 9th ultra. Something like that, or like do this. And then like, you know, fucking go nuts with the processing, you know, add a vocoder, do fucking this or something, I don't know, like that. Add like 3 fat racks, you know the drill. You know, make it sound nice and crispy. But yeah, like I think something I see you struggling with a lot is repetitiveness, Miss Destiny. So like really do your best to like take a sound that you have and like at least like every 8 bars, I think, with like, you know, like eight like every like 8 or 16 bars, do a switch up and like just make it like take the overall idea, make it completely different, switch it up, do something else with it, right? So yeah, You try that. That's really nice in stereo, though. You're doing a great job with that. I would also kind of like stick with either triplets or eighth notes, and it's kind of like being switched between, and it's throwing me off a little bit. Like, for me, like quarter notes, I kind of associate with triplet grooves. So, it's up to you like what you do with it, but like, definitely stick with one or the other, because like switching between the two like that, just kind of like, whenever you feel like it, I feel like is a little bit, like it throws me off, and it kind of like doesn't show structuring all that well. But yeah. The sound design is dope. Definitely control the high end a little bit. And yeah, I mean, this is dope. So I don't really have much else to say about it. Yeah, this is sick. So yeah, best of luck finishing this track. If this is a Zero and Destiny collab, then good luck to you both, Destiny and Zero, with this tune. And that being said, let's go to the next track. All right, up next we have Android with 110 BPM, heavy track. Let's go. Okay, I think the panning, there's like a little bit weird panning going on, I think. It kind of sounds like all the basses are like slightly panned to the left, which is just like slightly throwing me off. It sounds nice sick though. I think that sub is also a bit high. What key are you in? You're in... oh, you're in G sharp. Oh wow. And you're like as low as it gets. Shoot. Yeah, that's tough. G sharp is hard to like. It's a difficult key to make it hit hard. What I usually do when I'm in keys like G sharp is so you have the root note here, right? So let me do this. So you've got like when you're in G sharp, it's hard to make it hit really hard, right? However, what I do when I'm in like a key such as G sharp is I go like to a lower note in the key, so I make it like progress. So I do like this, like, so now I'm on E, right? And like if I like, it's kind of, hold on, kind of like hard to imagine. Okay, right. So I'm gonna just like do this, right? Like that, right? When you do that, you're staying on E, which is a lower note, so your sub is harder. So try doing something like that, and then your sub will hit way harder. Thank you for the feedback, Nitty. No problem. Got you. Anytime. All right. Yeah. So yeah, dude. I mean, this is sick. I did have a complaint about this vocal being that I couldn't understand it. And that's kind of because like one is like the way it's like delivered, the vocal, just by the voice actor or whatever. I think that's like is that a cartoon vocal? Probably is. But definitely either try to make like sort of space for it so you can understand it better, or you know, like kind of EQ it, or like put it here instead. And like here you would understand it better because there's like no, like there's not that much mid-range, so you can just kind of fit it in. But yeah. Android, I love the sound design on this. Really sick.
This is a shootout.
I feel like if this had a mid bass, like a really crunchy mid bass, this would be like perfect as a drop. And like it like needs like a slight bit more like power to it to really like unleash the idea, if you will. So yeah, definitely try to add a mid bass like on top of the already existing sub, and I think this would be like super sick. And yeah, you're doing a great job with this, so well done, Android. And let's go to the next one. Not much to say. It's like a minute clip, so yeah. All right. Miles per hour. Let's go with Futurist V7.5. All right, let's go. Yes, Zyron. In there's in the super chat thing. This is where you would donate. I love that sub. I feel like if you kind of like continued that sub throughout here, it would kind of fill up the like it would carry on like the frequencies that already exist, if that makes sense. So like you're kind of like filling up the frequency spectrum here, or at least bring in like a crash sweep or something, or like an impact to really like transition nicely into the next section. All right, peace out, Android. Thanks for hanging. Hitting the mic. Let's go, dude. Maybe like some risers here in the background would be nice. Kind of like progress it. Vibe so much, dude. It's so sick. Maybe like kind of filtering this whole thing out a little bit, so you're kind of like giving a break on like the high end would be dope. Because and like yeah, like you kind of like need to like deprogress it right now, because it feels like it could go somewhere, as in like it could go into like another build up. But like just kind of like filtering it out would be good here, so you're kind of indicating that it's going to go to a midsection. I am not familiar with those songs, unfortunately. So here you go. Ooh. Oh, I wish like the flow was a bit like more instead of being so like spaced out. Like if it was like a little bit more like spaced or close together, as in like instead of like kind of dun dun dun, you know, it's like more like dun 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 dun, something like that. You get the point. Oh shit! Yo, Zyron with the $10. Discord name Jamal. I submitted this song. I hope you like. Yo, bet, dude. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. We'll go over your track right after this one. Thank you so much, man. Alright, let's keep going. Nice. Fuck, man. This is so sick. I love this, dude. Yeah, like, there are very little faults with this one, and like, all the feedback that I gave is just like nitpicking shit. And I think you really fucking nailed this tune, and this is like my favorite thing that you've made, that I've heard from you. So, really well done, man. And I I really fucking dig this. Let me know if you do anything with the track. I would love to be updated upon the status of the track. And yeah. Gets a banger from me, so well done, man. Yeah, that brings us to the next track, our last track for today. Calling in after this one, unless we get like another donation or something. Being Zyron with Frygid, Work in Progress. Let's go. So that second chord is out of key because you're going from the root minor. Yeah, let me kind of like show you in Ableton. It's a bit easier to explain. So you're going from like a root minor, right? Wow, we're literally in the same key. Cool. All right. So this is what you're in, right? And then you're going like this. Or how does it go? Hold on. Let me go back to feedback real quick. Right, either way, the second chord is a minor when it should be a major, I think. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Oh, frigate. Okay, I got it. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of out of key notes here. If you're using FL Studio, which I think you might be because there's a limiter on the track, which you should probably take off. The notes are definitely going out of key. If you're in FL, there's a feature where you can select specific notes. I named it Frigid because I made the whole song in a Phrygian scale. Oh, I see. Okay. Well, then you are very big brain. However, I think in this situation it just feels really out of key. It doesn't feel quite right. Mainly because I guess if you were like really establishing the key in a way of like I don't know, it's hard to pinpoint, but like I think just in this context, when I'm listening to it now, it feels more like a pop EDM-y kind of thing. Not really like pop, but like most EDM songs are like in a specific key, right? And like usually it's like just a major or minor key. I was kind of expecting that, and so because of that, it's like it just feels off to have it in like a different key like this. So yeah, I would kind of bring it back to like a normal minor scale. It feels a bit weird, so yeah, right out. And yeah, definitely take the limiter off the master. It's causing the whole thing to be kind of like squashed, so the volume goes down in certain places. Oh yeah, that's definitely out of key there. The guitar, it goes da da, which is like definitely out of key. You like really follow like a just a normal minor scale for this one. I feel like having a Phrygian scale or whatever is a little bit problematic because it's like causing you to go out of key in certain places, or at least it feels like it. Yeah, that second note is really out of key. Same with that one on the guitar. Yeah, again, like it's really like kind of just a mess of the scales that you're using. It's like it definitely feels very strange because you're like switching between so many like different chords, and like it really sounds like there's a bunch of like out of key notes here. So be sure to fix that. Yeah, it's the voicings. Like, yeah, you can make any key work, but like I think the way you're using it is kind of problematic. It sounds like it should be in like a minor key, but then it's not because like you're kind of like yeah. The voicing's referring to like the way you're using each note. Yeah. Yeah, definitely take off the limiter. It's really problematic. Like, notice how the volume is like dipping in certain places randomly, especially in like the abundance of like loud, like low ND sounds, stuff like impacts that are like really rubbly, stuff like that. Here it kind of works. A little trap section, okay. Yeah. Pro tip: put a soft clipper on the master. Being like a I don't know how you do it in FL, but in Ableton you just put a saturator, turn on soft clip, and that'll prevent any like volumes going over 0 decibels. Meaning it's like acts like a limiter, but it goes like it's like instant, so you don't get any weird like you're not compressing the whole sound exactly. So yeah, I would do that instead of a limiter. Tempo change. And there was the D&B. Yeah, it's just like it's just difficult to like listen to almost because it's just like it really feels like strongly out of key. So that being said, yeah, definitely just put it in a minor key. Use FL, make sure it's in a minor key. Yeah. Oh, by the way, it also says in the description, Zion is this is their first EDM song, and they were only a rapper before this. So, hey, you live and you learn, right? So, yeah, the more you make tunes, dude, like the better you get. So, don't stress it. Yeah, I mean, I think, I just wish it didn't feel so out of key, and otherwise it would be pretty enjoyable as a track. And like, yeah, once that like is all fixed, yeah, I think you've got like a pretty solid track. So yeah, fix that up, and yeah, that's just about it. So that was the last tune for today. So thank you to everyone who submitted a track today. Thank you for donating. You guys are the best. Thank you all for like hanging out, chatting. You guys are much appreciated. It means a lot to me that you guys are just always sticking around. So thank you so much. And that being said, I will see you on Thursday, tomorrow, for a video, and on Saturday for a production stream. And so, yeah, I'll see you guys later. Peace.